Ask any kid who ever went to summer camp and they will tell you the memories made there last a lifetime. And this summer, many camps are back in session in person.
After a 2-year hiatus because of the pandemic, cabin fever is over, so let the summer fun begin. But in addition to bug spray and sunscreen, there may be some other important things to pack and not just literally pack.
So today we are joined by someone who knows the ins and outs of camp life. Karla Schell is with the YMCA Camp Kon-o-kwee Spencer. So good to see you and have you here. And really an important discussion to have, because I think a lot of people hear word of mouth, let's sign up for this camp, and don't do the research on what they need to do.
Well, and finding camps word of mouth is a great way of finding. You've got great references and resources right there with your friends, with their parents. But there's a lot of research that parents can do in order to find a camp that works best for their camper. Number one, call the camp. We love to talk about camp. Find out what is important to that camp, what's the mission of that camp, and how they deliver on that mission. Scheduled tours. We love giving tours. Camps will absolutely give tours of the facilities. That's a great opportunity to see it, to get excited about it, and then also to meet some of the professionals that they're going to see every day and the parents are going to be interacting with as well.
Yeah, and that calms the kids if they're a little bit nervous about it.
Absolutely.
And so if you're sending your child off and perhaps they've never gone to a camp like this before, what's the communication like? I mean, can you call them, or does calling make it worse if they get homesick?
Yes, absolutely. So we as camp professionals, we absolutely understand that there's a lot of homesickness that happens. We do a lot of things to help kids prevent that. The number one thing is for kids to be interested and engaged in what's happening at the camp environment. When they call parents, that actually removes them from that camp environment. It removes them from their friends, and that can actually worsen homesickness. Now, for parents, we understand this. For parents, a lot of times this is their first time away from home.
They miss their kids.
They miss their kids, absolutely. So we do a lot of things in order to help parents with their own adjustment. So there's photos that you can see every day online. Absolutely, parents can call and say, hey, can you just check in on my camper? We are happy to check in on campers and give parents as much information.
You know, I know for me as a mom, like one of my biggest things is strangers, you know, and sending your kids off to be with people that they don't know very well or at all. And so it's really important to check in with the camp about their background checks, their clearances, their accreditation too.
Yes. We work directly with kids. We are youth professionals, which means that we have to go through a rigorous screening process, a rigorous clearance process that is mandated for us, and then a rigorous training process. Before any kid ever comes, our staff go through a 10-day training process to become great camp counselors. And the whole idea is that they don't leave strangers. They will leave with their best friends. Camp friends are the best friends, and they will leave with those friends, and they will leave with great role models in those professionals as well.
That's awesome.
Well, let's talk about that, and let's talk about making friends, because I think in addition to like worrying that your child might be homesick, worrying that they might not make a friend. What if they're all alone? Like, what do you do to sort of facilitate that? About
50% of our campers will come with friends, and about 50% don't come with friends. Or they'll shift from, I used to go with my friend, but now I found new friends. And that's what every activity at camp is designed to help make friends. Every activity, if you climb a climbing wall or canoe down a creek, that is just a way to have a shared experience and to help make friends. That is what we do with kids. We help them to make friends, and we help them to learn how to be a better friend.
Thank you so much, Karla. And one of my favorite things that you told us too is that practice being away from your kids. Do some sleepovers, get them ready in that aspect.
Yeah, and you know what? And you have repeat customers, and that's sort of the best stamp of approval.
Absolutely, very high retention.
Thank you, Karla, so much for joining us.
Well, there are just a few openings left at Camp Kon-o-kwee. We do have a link with more information if you want to get a jump on things for next year or find out about available slots for this summer.
Yeah, plan ahead.
Yes.
All right.